All right, y'all. So we're back with part two. So before we left off on hashtags. So now that you did hashtags, you want to start promoting. I pre- I prefer to promote people in stories simply because doing posts is very risky. And the reason why I say that is because your audience, you have to think about your audience as well. If you have more customers than actual small businesses that follow you, your audiences don't really care about the promotion of other businesses like t-shirts, like this is where I got it from. You can still include it. I'm not saying don't include it, but you get more reach with stories. Here's why. When you tag a business in a story, it goes directly into their DMs. Now it might go to requests, or it just may go to the actual DM that they mentioned you in the story. But they get that notification. When they go to that little heart for their notifications, it's also right there. Story mentions or mentions. It's easier for them to click on it and go from your story and hit add to story to add to their story versus having to go to your post, click it, share it to a repost downloader, wait for it to download, then post it, and then hopefully remember your name. It's a lot, right? That's a lot. And me being a small business owner and owning both tumblers and glitters, I would never. I probably would be more determined to say, "Oh, I'll do it later," and then go back later and forget that I even did it. Like forget about it. So it's best to post in stories because you're not hogging up your posts with promotions, especially if you're not getting paid. And it's easy to be reached, and it only lasts for 24 hours, and then you can repost something else, or you can repost something else. But you want to make sure that you are creating eye-catching stuff, and you're getting their eyes. With that being said, you want to repost, even though you're not associated with them. If they post something about a sale, if they post something about a flash sale, you want to repost that and tag them so that way they see it, because they'll see that this person is working really hard for no pay. And that makes a whole lot of difference too. Then you also want to make sure that you are following them on all platforms that they're on. If they're on TikTok, if they're on Facebook, if they're on Pinterest, if they're on Instagram, if they're on YouTube, you want to make sure that you're following them. So therefore, you can have easy reach to them and see what they're doing at all times. You also want to make sure that if they have any kind of groups, that you're in them. If they have a Facebook group, which most companies now do, make sure you're in the Facebook group. If they have a paid group and you can afford it, definitely try it to see what's in it. See what's going on. You might find insider tips, or it might be more one-on-one reachable. It just depends. That's if you can afford it. Now, don't break no bank trying to be seen, because it's just not worth it. But you definitely want to be in there. You want to be constantly posting. You want to be posting about what you want to just post whatever's relevant to whatever they're posting about in there. You want to ask questions. You want to respond to other people. You want to make sure that your name is constantly popping up. You want to either use your business name. You probably want to make sure that you have your business name or a logo or something so they know it's you, because a lot of times Facebook tends to have us to where we have a personal account and then we have a business account. But for a lot of those group things, they use our personal account. So if you know me as Tony Baker, you don't know me as the Tumbler Doctor unless you actually been to my page. But if you see the Tumbler Doctor, I wonder what's Tumbler Doctor name. Let me go to her page and see. Oh, it's Tony Baker. So you definitely want to make sure that you're using your business and you want to stay active in the group so that way they can see. You want to post your stuff if it allows you to post your stuff. Don't promote your stuff because most groups don't like that. But definitely make sure that you are putting your name in there, getting your name circled around, talking to the important people, talking to everybody. Just making sure. Do not get intimidated. Now, the biggest thing is if you are posting and reposting, yes, you want to repost on all social medias, but you want to make sure that you're posting the most on wherever they are highly owned. So let's say they're on Facebook. If they're on Facebook, uh, 95% of the time, then you need to be on Facebook posting them 95% of the time. If they're on Instagram 10% of the time, you can still post them on Instagram, but you can't expect them to see it, or you can't expect them to repost your stuff because that's not where they are. Some businesses use certain platforms for certain things. If Facebook works for them and that's what they built up on, they're going to stick with that. Some people just aren't Instagram savvy. Some people just choose the Facebook because it's so much easier. And, Instagram for a long time was just more so of pictures. So now Instagram has definitely did a lot more. A lot of companies are trying to get their foot in, their leg in, but it's kind of still hard. So you just want to make sure that you're posting on wherever they are. If they're on Instagram, post on Instagram a whole lot more than you do Facebook. If they only use Facebook for sales and discounts and stuff, because again, it could be just for advertising, you definitely want to make sure that you're on and posting constantly on something that is actually a platform that they're heavily on. Now, with that being said, don't overpost, because there is a such thing as overdoing it. You definitely want to make sure that you're posting relevant stuff, and you also want to make sure that you're posting stuff that's good and beneficial to them and others. With that being said, if they're posting sweaters, people, I repeat, do not post no tank top if it's the winter time, because 9 times out of 10 they're not going to repost that tank top because they're trying to sell sweaters. If sweaters is a high seller and it's full price, they want people to buy these because this is what's in season. I don't want to be in summer still having a full stock of sweaters. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just using clothing brands as an example because they tend to be a little bit more popular than other things. If you like jewelry and you sell jewelry and you want to try beads and you want to be a promoter, buy the beads. That's why I say you gotta invest in it, because you need to try it first before you go out there lollygagging and promoting beads and they breaking people out. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely want to make sure that you're doing all these things, and these things are going to help people come in and bring in the traffic that you need for these brands. And it's not just one specific. You can do this for how many ever brands you want. Just remember not to get burnt out. Do not bite off more than you can chew. And make sure that if you do decide to go that route, that you are doing not the most, but you're doing enough to where they can get your name in. If you have to schedule certain times, do that. Do whatever you need to do to get those people to actually take the time out their day. Then when they approach you, which is something that we're going to talk about later, make sure you have your brand media kit. If you don't know what a brand media kit is, hopefully by the time this video go up, I will already have a brand media kit video up. But if not, I'm going to tell you guys in another video, and I'll try to link it in the description of what you need to do with your brand media kits. All right. If you like this video, like it. If you like my content and if you like these conversations that we be having, make sure that you subscribe. And if you're not following me on TikTok, Facebook, or Instagram, make sure you follow me. I am thetumblerdr_, and I'm also on Pinterest, thetumblerdr. Okay? It's been fun. It's been real. I enjoyed you guys. Have a blessed day. Have a good week. I will see you guys later. If you try this, put done in the comments or put I'm working on it. And don't lie, because I'm going to follow you back. And when I see that you ain't doing it, listen, I'm coming for you, okay? Coming for you. All right, you guys, it's been real. I will see you guys next time. And as always, I love you guys. See you later. Bye.